Hi, it's Faces Tech. I was off the last couple of weeks, so I thought I'd try throw myself into a big project. To really throw some time into it. Normally, I normally do like big projects on the weekend, but this required a bit longer, so I thought I'd throw myself into it. Basically, what I wanted to do was recreate the faceplate for a Game Boy, a DS Fat, which is make a Game Boy Macro XL case. No one had really done them. Loads of people have done loads for the DS Lite, making just a normal Game Boy Macro, but no one had really done any for the XL or the DS Fat. So I thought I would model this one on the Space World prototype DS, which I quite like with the it's kind of homage to it. It's not exact one to one, but it's got the cutouts here and it's got the recessed power and start buttons. I was looking around. I did find a few images and stuff from an FCC filing for the actual unreleased DS. I did actually quite like the look of it. It's quite a bit different than this because the top shoulder buttons are just right on the corners, like these ones are quite nice big. But the back of it is pretty much similar, very similar to this. So it's just in white and it's just got a bit of a squareness to the back. So it's got like a concaveness to it. Printed it out, and I kind of like put it out onto Instagram just to see what everyone thought. And I got someone that wanted to buy one from me, which I was like, thanks Nintendo DIY. He took one off my hands and gave me quite a lot of constructive criticism on it, which was good. Because before I was basically printing it, and you'd have to arrange the buttons, and then you'd just lower the top case over it, and it was a nightmare. You'd have to get tweezers to try and pull the things through. But I said, oh, I'll try and look into it, and I looked because they had the original DS has you put the rubbers in behind the buttons in the front top case, and you can just slam it down over the top. So that's what I did. I made these little tabs around so you can put the rubbers in place, and then it all sits there, and then you're going to slot it on top. It's a lot nicer. Cleaned up the screen because the screen was a bit of a gap around it, it's a bit baggy, so I made all that nice. It's got a front-facing speaker, which is quite good. Because I know you might be able to get away with it if you had a smaller speaker over here, but this is just a recycled speaker off the top screen, so basically you just get this. You could print it, and then all the same parts, the same screws on the back. It all goes together like that. I did have some problems when I was printing it because I was printing it faceplate down, and these buttons don't are quite recessed in. So I used some support, but obviously, look, it leaves like a horrible nastiness to it. So what I did was made some like little faceplates for the buttons to go over the buttons. So basically, just print them off like 2 layers thick, and then you just glue them in place, and it looks quite nice. It looks a lot better than just having horrible jagginess to it. As you can see, I printed off a hell of a lot of different ones. This was the one that I thought I'd finished and was all said and done, and then obviously I made it a lot better. But as you can see at the back, here's the screen surround. I had a little gap here for the speaker because the speaker's quite large. So basically, I started out, the hardest part I thought was going to be doing the screw post. So I basically printed the screw post out on my printer with a brim around the base, so that I could come along with the back and just lower it on top, see if they line up, move them, mill here, mill there, to get them in place. And then I started doing just the front with the gap to the screen, roughed the buttons out, and then I kind of like curved it slightly over the edge, and just slowly but surely, it was probably about, I think I printed about 10 different ones. But anyone like me say, you think you got there, and you haven't. But I also did a few mods on this DS. I added a USB-C port, which I thought was quite nice on the back. I also got an R4 card, so you can play your GBA games from there without having to mess around with the flash card. But also, what's quite nice about the Fat DS is that Game Boy games fit flush nicely in the case. They're like the light where they stick out a little bit. It's a bit chunky. Some people do like this. It hasn't got a good screen as the DS, but I don't think it's that terribly bad. So I'll just fire it up and give you a little demo. Just load Twilight menu, which is quite nice. Gives you a few emulators and stuff. Yeah, and they've got a few games here that actually work. Ooh, Duke Nukem, that's great. Thought it wasn't going to load then. It's hard to get. Let's take a look at the screen. I think it's quite nice. It's not a bad. I like this 3D print colour I use. It's like a colour changing rainbow reel, and it goes from like a burgundy here to like a nice, like a teal colour. It's quite annoying because you print something like this and you can never print it again exactly like this because it just how the way it comes off the reel. You'd have to time it perfectly to the next print. Like at the moment, it's got like it's gone on to like a greeny colour, and then it goes on to like a horrible, like this horrible yellow colour. But yeah, also this, I know, love me say, you know, all the files are available on that, but at the moment I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to try and sell a few of these. So if you're interested in just buying the faceplate off me, printed, ready to go, or you can actually buy this. This Game Boy Macro is actually on eBay at the moment. I'll put a link in the description. It comes with the R4 card with Faces Tech branded, and also comes with a nice braided USB-C cable that is actually data cable for your phone as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, as usual, thanks for watching. Bye.